Good morning, church. Matthew 11, uh, 29 and 30, some of our most popular and famous verses. It's a favorite of many seasoned saints. It's the promise of rest. It says, "Come to me," Jesus' words, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly, and you will find rest for your souls." So we got the promise of rest. I will give you rest and rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Even as you read this verse, there's this invitation to come and rest, to learn and find rest for your souls. The rest, as G. Campbell Morgan explains in one of his great sermons on this verse, is in your relationship with God. You come to Him. The rest of your souls is in knowing, having a personal relationship with God in Christ. When we come to Him, we can stop worrying about the cares of this world. We can stop worrying about the deceitfulness of riches and the ways of men, the ways of man, the cultural stuff that drives us away from rest, the ways the enemy pulls us away from rest. G. Campbell Morgan talks about we don't have to be anxious for our daily bread because we know Him. We know who provides that. We don't have to be anxious for our clothes or our shelter. The reason we can rest is because we personally know the Father and the Son. Here's a quote from that sermon from G. Campbell Morgan. It says, Jesus Christ uh, offers this, virtually says this to men: all your restlessness is godliness. All life's fitful fever is the result of the exiling of God. All tempest tossed experiences of men are due to the fact they do not know the Father. Jesus, looking at the multitudes of sorrowing and suffering, tempest tossed and driven, restless and tired, weary and heavy laden, said to them in effect, if you could know God, all your restlessness would cease, but you cannot know Him except through me. But if you only will come to me, I will reveal Him to you, and you will find your rest. By the way, it's a rest for your soul, the deepest part of man. God promises us when we have a personal relationship with Him and know Him and His Son personally, we have this deep, deep soul rest. So maybe take some time this week. Look at this very familiar verse, very popular verse. There's three phrases: come to me, take my yoke, and learn from me. So let's be thankful for the soul rest we have in knowing God, His Son Jesus. Let's give thanks to the Father today about that. Let's exemplify that to the culture we're in, to our friends. Let's not be restless, but let's be at peace, and let's have rest in our souls so those around us can seek the same relationship that we have with God. Love you guys. See you soon.